Have you ever felt like no matter how much you achieve or how much you own, it's never enough? You keep reaching for more money, more recognition, more status, but the emptiness remains. That's because true strength doesn't come from what you have, it comes from what's within you. Today, I'm going to show you how to detach from materialism and discover a deeper, unshakable sense of inner wealth, the kind of strength that no amount of money can buy. True wealth comes from within, not from possessions. Wealth is not found in what you own, but in who you are. It's easy to believe that money, status, and possessions will bring you fulfillment. But the truth is that no material object can satisfy the emptiness that comes from a lack of inner strength. You can have everything the world offers, a large house, a luxury car, the admiration of others, and still feel hollow inside. That's because true wealth isn't measured by what you accumulate, but by the strength of your character, the depth of your peace, and the clarity of your purpose. What you own can be taken away in an instant, but who you are, your wisdom, your courage, your inner peace, those are the things that last. Many people chase after money and possessions, thinking they will bring happiness, but material things are temporary. They wear out, lose value, or can be taken away. When your identity is tied to what you own, you become a slave to it. You live in fear of losing it or needing more to feel whole. But true strength comes from knowing that your value is not attached to what you have. It's rooted in who you are. When you detach from the idea that your worth is defined by possessions, you free yourself from the constant cycle of desire and dissatisfaction. Look at the people who seem to have it all, the wealth, the fame, the recognition, yet they are restless, anxious, and unfulfilled. That's because material success without inner strength is fragile. The mind can't find peace when it's constantly seeking more. The moment you believe that happiness is tied to external things, you've given away your power. Real strength comes from the ability to remain steady, whether you have much or little. When you stop looking for happiness in things, you start finding it in yourself. Possessions can create a false sense of security. A large bank account or a big house might make you feel safe, but the moment those things are threatened, you feel exposed. That's because external things can't protect you from life's uncertainties. Strength comes from knowing that even if you lose everything, you still have the ability to stand. True wealth is resilience. It's the confidence that no matter what happens, you will not be broken because you have built strength from within. There is freedom in detachment. When you no longer measure yourself by what you own, you are no longer controlled by the need to accumulate more. You stop comparing yourself to others. You stop living with the pressure to keep up. You begin to experience life with a lightness that comes from knowing you have nothing to prove. Your value isn't based on your income or your positions. It's based on the strength of your heart, the integrity of your actions, and the peace in your soul. Letting go of material attachment doesn't mean rejecting money or success. It means no longer allowing those things to define you. There's nothing wrong with having wealth, but there's danger in becoming dependent on it for happiness. When you know that you could lose everything tomorrow and still have peace, you are truly wealthy. Your strength comes from the ability to adapt and rebuild, not from the security of your possessions. When you release the need for more, you start to appreciate what you already have. Gratitude is the foundation of inner wealth. When you shift your focus from what you lack to what you already possess, you stop feeling the need to chase more. Gratitude creates contentment, and contentment is a sign of strength. It's easy to want more when you're focused on what's missing, but when you appreciate the simple blessings in your life, a peaceful moment, a meaningful conversation, the beauty of nature, you realize that wealth was never about material things. It was about learning to see the value in what you already have. Simplicity breeds clarity. When you strip away the excess, you begin to see what really matters. The pursuit of material things clouds the mind and distracts from what's essential. But when you detach from the need to accumulate, you begin to reconnect with the things that give life meaning: love, purpose, connection, and inner peace. True strength isn't found in a bigger house or a better car. It's found in the ability to remain calm and steady when the storms of life hit. It's not about rejecting success or ambition. It's about redefining success on your own terms. Success isn't about having more. It's about living with purpose and peace. When you measure success by the strength of your relationships, the peace in your heart, and the impact you make on others, you are building wealth that lasts. Material success comes and goes, but the strength of your spirit is permanent. It takes courage to step away from the pursuit of material things, especially when society tells you that wealth equals value. But strength comes from the ability to stand apart from the crowd and define success for yourself. True wealth isn't loud, it's quiet. It's the calm assurance that you are enough, with or without status, with or without recognition. It's the peace that comes from knowing you have nothing to prove. Detaching from materialism doesn't mean rejecting comfort or financial security. It means no longer allowing those things to define you. You are not your job title. You are not the balance in your bank account. You are not the size of your house or the brand of your clothes. You are the strength of your heart, the depth of your wisdom, and the peace in your soul. When you release the attachment to possessions, you discover strength in simplicity. Life becomes lighter when you stop carrying the weight of needing more. You begin to see that happiness isn't found in achievement. It's found in presence. The joy of a quiet morning, the peace of a deep breath, the warmth of a meaningful conversation. These are the moments of true wealth. True wealth is freedom, the freedom to live without fear of loss, the freedom to stand with confidence even when the material world crumbles around you. When you know that your strength comes from within, you are no longer shaken by external change. You remain steady because your foundation isn't built on things, it's built on purpose and peace. Generosity is a sign of strength. When you are no longer attached to possessions, you become more willing to give. You understand that you already have enough, so you can give freely without fear of loss. When you give from a place of strength, you create more abundance in your life. Generosity creates connection, and connection creates true wealth. You can't take possessions with you when you leave this world, but you can leave behind a legacy of strength, kindness, and integrity. People will remember the way you made them feel, the strength you carried, and the wisdom you shared. True wealth isn't measured by what you have, it's measured by who you are. Strength comes from knowing that you are enough as you are. You don't need more to feel whole. You don't need validation from others to feel worthy. When you detach from materialism, you step into the freedom of knowing that your value comes from within. You are enough, you have enough, and you are whole. Not because of what you own, but because of who you have become. When you stop chasing external wealth, you begin building internal strength. The world may tell you that you need more to be happy, but you already have everything you need within you. True wealth is peace. True wealth is strength. True wealth is knowing that even if you lose everything, you still have the power to stand and rebuild. When you detach from the illusion that possessions create happiness, you find the strength that comes from true inner wealth. Gratitude and contentment hold the power to break the chains of materialism. When you are grateful for what you have, you stop needing more. The endless pursuit of possessions stems from a sense of lack, the feeling that you are incomplete, that you need more to feel whole. But gratitude shifts your focus from what you lack to what you already have. It allows you to see the abundance that already exists in your life. When you recognize that you have enough, you stop chasing things that can never satisfy you. Materialism is fueled by comparison. When you measure your life against others, you will always find something missing. Someone will always have more money, a bigger house, or a better car. But gratitude cuts through that illusion. When you are thankful for the simple things, your health, your relationships, the beauty of nature, you stop looking outside yourself for fulfillment. Gratitude shifts your focus from competition to appreciation. It helps you see that your life is already rich, even if you don't have everything the world says you need. Contentment is the quiet strength that comes from knowing you have enough. It's not about settling for less or lacking ambition. It's about understanding that external things can't make you whole. Contentment means you are at peace with what you have, even as you work toward greater things. It allows you to strive without being desperate. You can want more without feeling empty in the process. When you are content, you are not controlled by desire. You work toward your goals with calm purpose, not frantic need. The more you attach your happiness to possessions, the more fragile your peace becomes. If you believe that a new car or a bigger house will make you happy, you set yourself up for disappointment. The satisfaction you feel from material things is always temporary. You might feel excitement when you buy something new, but that feeling fades. Then you're left searching for the next thing to fill the void. Gratitude ends that cycle. When you are thankful for what you have, you no longer feel the need to chase more. You realize that you already have enough. True strength comes from knowing that your happiness is not dependent on things. Gratitude gives you that strength. When you wake up and appreciate the simple gift of being alive, you become grounded. You stop looking for fulfillment in things that can be taken away. A grateful heart is steady. It's not shaken by loss, because it knows that real wealth isn't found in possessions. It's found in peace and presence. Materialism thrives on dissatisfaction. Advertisers and marketers are constantly telling you that you need more to be happy: a better phone, a faster car, a bigger house. They make you feel like you're always falling behind. But gratitude creates a shield against that pressure. When you are thankful for what you have, you stop needing more. You stop letting the world define your worth. Gratitude gives you the power to say, "I have enough, I am enough." Contentment doesn't mean you stop growing. It means you grow from a place of strength, not lack. When you are content, you no longer chase success to prove something to others. You pursue your goals because they align with your values and your purpose, not because you think they will make you whole. Contentment allows you to enjoy the process, not just the outcome. It means you are not defined by wins or losses because your sense of peace isn't tied to external results. Gratitude creates resilience. When you are thankful for what you have, you become stronger when things are taken away. Loss is inevitable. You might lose a job, experience financial difficulty, or face setbacks in life, but if your peace comes from gratitude rather than possessions, you remain steady. You know that even if you lose everything, you still have strength because you have learned to see value in the things that cannot be taken away: your character, your wisdom, your inner peace. Materialism makes you dependent on circumstances. When you tie your happiness to possessions, you become vulnerable to life's ups and downs. If you lose your job or experience financial strain, you feel like your value has been stripped away. But gratitude gives you independence. When you are thankful for what you have, you don't fear loss because you are not defined by your possessions. Your sense of peace comes from within, not from your bank account. When you cultivate gratitude, you develop a sense of abundance. You stop looking at life through the lens of scarcity. You stop focusing on what's missing and start appreciating what's present. This shift creates freedom. When you feel like you have enough, you stop chasing more. You stop comparing yourself to others. You stop feeling the pressure to prove your worth through material success. Gratitude allows you to live with lightness and freedom. Contentment is a quiet strength. It's the ability to be at peace in any situation. When you are content, you are not swayed by life's highs and lows. You can face challenges with calm and clarity, because your sense of self isn't tied to outcomes. Contentment gives you the strength to stand firm, even when life is uncertain. You are no longer a prisoner to external circumstances, because your peace comes from within. Gratitude allows you to see the beauty in simplicity. When you are thankful for the small things, a quiet morning, a meaningful conversation, a moment of peace, you stop looking for happiness in complicated places. Materialism tells you that happiness comes from achievement and accumulation. Gratitude reveals that happiness comes from presence and awareness. When you stop chasing more, you start experiencing life fully. Materialism creates anxiety because it makes you feel like you are never enough. No matter how much you have, it's never quite enough. There's always something more to chase. Gratitude dismantles that illusion. When you are thankful for what you have, you stop feeling like you need more to be whole. You realize that you are already complete. Gratitude replaces anxiety with peace. It quiets the restless mind and allows you to settle into the present moment. Contentment frees you from the need for validation. When you are content, you stop seeking approval from others. You stop measuring your success by how others perceive you. You stop feeling the need to compete or outperform. Contentment gives you the confidence to stand in your own truth. You know your value isn't tied to what you own or how others see you. It's rooted in your character and integrity. Gratitude teaches you to give. When you are thankful for what you have, you become more generous. You no longer hold on tightly to possessions because you are no longer controlled by them. Gratitude allows you to give freely, knowing that your strength comes from within, not from what you own. Generosity creates abundance. When you give from a place of gratitude, you experience the joy of connection and purpose. Contentment allows you to enjoy life as it is. When you are no longer waiting for the next achievement or the next purchase to feel whole, you begin to experience joy in the present. You savor the simple moments. You stop rushing through life, constantly searching for more. Contentment allows you to slow down, breathe, and appreciate life as it unfolds. Gratitude transforms how you see success. When you are thankful for what you have, you stop defining success by material measures. Success becomes about peace, purpose, and connection. You no longer chase success to feel whole. You pursue it because it aligns with your values. Gratitude creates internal strength. It allows you to stand with confidence, knowing that you are enough as you are. When you live with gratitude and contentment, you experience true freedom. You are no longer controlled by possessions or external success. You no longer live with the pressure to chase more. You live with peace, knowing that your value comes from within. Gratitude and contentment are not signs of weakness. They are signs of strength. They give you the power to stand firm, knowing that you have enough and you are enough. When you stop needing more, you start living fully. That is true wealth. Success is one of the most misunderstood concepts in life. Most people spend their lives chasing a version of success that was handed to them by society, their parents, or the culture they grew up in. They believe that success is about wealth, status, or recognition. They measure their worth by the size of their house, the number of zeros in their bank account, or how many people admire them. But that definition of success is a trap. It keeps you running on a treadmill that never stops. No matter how much you achieve, it's never enough because the standard keeps shifting. True freedom comes when you redefine success on your own terms. When you stop letting the world tell you what it means to be successful and start measuring success by the strength of your character and the peace in your heart, materialism distorts your sense of success. It teaches you that you are only valuable if you are accumulating more. The more money you make, the more expensive your possessions, the more prestigious your title, the more successful you are supposed to feel. But that kind of success is fragile. It's dependent on circumstances outside your control. If you lose your job, if the market shifts, if someone outperforms you, suddenly your sense of success crumbles. That's not real success. That's chasing validation. True success is stable because it's not built on things that can be taken away. When you define success based on your values, not material outcomes, you become untouchable. Success is not about what you have, it's about who you are. When you redefine success on your own terms, you measure it by the strength of your character, the depth of your relationships, and the impact you have on others. Success is about living with integrity, choosing the right thing even when it's hard. It's about staying true to your principles even when it costs you something. When you define success this way, you stop needing external approval. You stop needing to prove yourself. You become steady because your sense of success isn't tied to what the world gives you, it's rooted in the strength of your soul. Freedom comes when you let go of the idea that success is about accumulation. If success is about having more money, more recognition, more power, you will always feel like you are lacking something. There will always be someone with more. But when you define success based on the quality of your life, the peace you feel when you wake up, the honesty in your relationships, the alignment between your actions and your values, you stop feeling like you are falling behind. You stop needing to chase. You realize that success is not a destination, it's a state of being. Redefining success requires courage. It's easy to follow the script that society hands you. It's easy to measure success by what you earn, what you own, or how many people admire you. But real success demands that you think for yourself. It demands that you step back and ask, what really matters to me? Most people are afraid to ask that question because it forces them to confront the possibility that they have been climbing the wrong ladder. But that's the first step toward freedom. When you stop living according to someone else's definition of success, you reclaim your life. Success rooted in materialism creates anxiety. When you believe that your worth is tied to your possessions or your achievements, you live in constant fear of loss. If you lose your job, if your business fails, if you experience a setback, you feel like you have failed as a person. But when you define success by your internal strength, your ability to remain calm in adversity, your ability to stay kind when others are cruel, your ability to stay true to your values, you become untouchable. Loss no longer defines you because your success is not built on external things. When you define success on your own terms, you stop being controlled by other people's opinions. If you believe success is about wealth or status, you will constantly compare yourself to others. You will feel like you need to keep up, to outperform, to prove your value. But when success is about living according to your own values, other people's opinions lose their grip on you. You stop seeking validation because you know that your life is aligned with your truth. You stop measuring your life by how others see you and start measuring it by how it feels to live with integrity and purpose. Success is not about how high you climb, it's about how grounded you feel. The world tells you that success is about winning, about getting ahead. But true success is about peace. It's about knowing that you are living in alignment with your principles. It's about being able to stand still and say, I am enough. I have enough. When you define success this way, you stop feeling the need to chase more. You realize that success is not about reaching a destination, it's about finding strength in the present moment. Freedom comes when you stop chasing and start living. When you define success by external standards, you live in a constant state of striving. You are always working toward the next promotion, the next achievement, the next milestone. But that kind of success is a mirage. The closer you get, the farther it moves. But when you define success by how you feel within yourself, the calmness in your mind, the sincerity in your actions, the depth of your gratitude, you stop needing to chase. You stop living in the future and start living in the present. Redefining success requires strength because it means stepping away from the crowd. It means saying no when the world tells you to say yes. It means choosing to walk your own path, even when it looks different from the one everyone else is walking. But that's where freedom comes from. When you stop trying to meet the world's expectations and start living according to your own truth, you discover that you are stronger than you thought. You discover that you don't need the approval of others to feel whole. Success is not about what you have achieved, it's about who you have become. When you define success based on character, not possessions, you experience freedom. You stop being weighed down by the pressure to impress others. You stop defining your value by how much you own or how much you've accomplished. You start measuring your life by how it feels to live with honesty, kindness, and strength. That kind of success cannot be taken away from you. It's not dependent on the market or the economy or other people's opinions. It's rooted in who you are, and that makes you unbreakable. Materialism creates restlessness. It makes you feel like you are never enough, like you are always behind. Gratitude and contentment create peace. When you define success by the strength of your character and the quality of your relationships, you stop feeling like you are lacking something. You realize that success, you stop searching and start living. Freedom comes from knowing that your success is not fragile. If your definition of success depends on external factors, wealth, status, recognition, it can be taken away from you. But when success is rooted in your values, your integrity, your resilience, your peace, it cannot be shaken. You become steady because your success is not built on things outside your control. You are no longer a prisoner to the world's changing standards. You are free because you define success on your own terms. True success is about alignment. It's about knowing that your actions match your values. It's about waking up each day and feeling at peace with the life you are building. It's not about how much you own, it's about how you live. When you define success this way, you stop living for the future and start finding strength in the present. You stop chasing success and start embodying it. That is real freedom. That is real success.